texting with a text. Let me give you a hint. Not a good idea. Texting is meant for what I call quickies. Oh my God, forgot the bread. Can you pick it up? Yeah, great, thanks, bye. Quickies that have no emotional content whatsoever. That's what texts should be for. First of all, it's a form of communication where there usually is minimal attention. I mean, nobody just sits there. I'm going to do this, even though this is radio. I have my phone in front of my face. Nobody sits there 24/7 just with the phone waiting for the next text. So basically, that means you're busy with other things. So when a text comes in, your brain is still partially busy with other things. So when you're in an argument with somebody important, chances are you're not totally focused on the problem. Your mind is elsewhere. That's a formula for disaster. Now, you're having a disagreement with somebody and you're face to face. I say, you say, I say, you say, I say, you say, oh gosh, you're right. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's over. You do it over texts, and nobody is responding necessarily immediately. They could be doing it an hour or a day later. Stuff is drawn out. You know what happened when stuff is drawn out? It's filled with other nastier things in your brain. Not a good idea. Texting basically is to avoid talking face to face about things that are meaningful. It's cowardly. Couples who are comfortable talking out their problems face to face are much more bonded, much more connected than those who communicate big ticket items on their cell phones. Texts can be ignored, and then feelings escalate. Texting doesn't have the emotional, touching, looking, holding, tears, body language. All that is gone. There's a lot you will say in a text that you would never say in person because you're looking into the eyeballs and you don't want to hurt them. Unless you're a complete creep. Texts often aren't private. Wherever you are, at a party, here, there, at work, you're texting. Oh my God, look at this, how annoying. People tend to talk out loud about their texts when they're having an altercation. Look at this, can you believe that? Somebody can see it. It's not private. But again, texting is cowardly, and it leads you to be able to feel like you can say hurtful, terrible things that you would never say face to face. In addition, when you love somebody, you see the love in their face at the time you're trying to deal with the problem. You can't see that in a text. So the next time you're pissy about something, do it in person. More likely, it'll be over with quickly, it'll be resolved, and it was probably a misunderstanding in the first place. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Christy, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. What can I do for you?
My question is about a will. My husband and I, this is not our first marriage, and I came to the marriage with one adult child. He came with two adult children. We've commingled all of our funds. Everything is in one pot. And we go to decide about a will. I felt that we should divide it in thirds.
Christy, you don't have a prenup?
Nope, no prenup.
Okay, the reason I ask that is that my recommend in second marriages when there are prior kids that you make a prenup to protect your kids. So my recommendation is his half of the estate with all the money, whatever it is, he can do whatever he wants with it. Your half of the estate, by law, that's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. You can give all of it to your kid. He can give all of it to his 2 kids.
Wow.
You're supposed to protect your own children.
Okay.
They had to suffer through divorce, remarry, and all the nonsense that you guys put them through. I think you should either give it all to charity or give it to your kid.
Correct. I thought the same thing. He felt
it doesn't matter what he thinks. Get an attorney and protect your half of the community property that it goes to your kid. So get an attorney, have the paperwork drawn up.
Okay.
He can do whatever he wants with his half.
Half. I was thinking thirds. Each child gets a
half
third?
belongs to the wife, half belongs to the husband.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not talking about the children. I'm talking about the 2 adults who are married.
Correct.
If you're in a community property situation, then get an attorney, make it very clear that when you die, your half goes to your kid, period.
Okay.
And he can do whatever he wants with his.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That makes a lot of sense.
He doesn't get a vote.
Okay.
And you don't get a vote as to what he does with his kids. It's none of your damn business.
No, I so agree with that. I was thinking it needed to be divided into thirds, but
no, they're not your kids.
Right.
They're not our kids, I should say.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it should be divided amongst the people that the estate belongs to.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
That's why I would have recommended a prenup before you got married to him.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
I don't support them in first marriages because that's planning for demise. But in second marriages, one of you is likely going to die. And so I want to make sure that the prior kids are protected.
Right. Yes, he was just thinking that since he brought so much more into the marriage than I did, that his children deserved a lot more.
Irrelevant. And if a man looked me in the face and said that, I'd drop kick him out through a window. God, where do you women find these guys who have no masculine pride? I don't know, but okay, Christy. My opinion is that your kid gets your stuff.
So for our estate, as it will be when we die, is split 50-50. Half goes to my child, half go to his children. No ifs, ands, or buts. That makes sense?
All I said is your half goes to your kid. His half, he can do whatever he wants with it. I don't care, and you shouldn't either.
I don't care. You're right. I don't. I only care about my child.
And because you had more money, I want it. That is not a man. That's a male. But sometimes you guys are not fussy. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Nicole, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
Thank you for your time. I believe it or not, I have read Proper Care of Feeding of Husbands, even though I'm not married. I've never been married.
Well, it's good preparation on the assumption that you might.
Right. So I'm in a new relationship. It's only been a couple months. We are exclusive. And
in 2 months, wait a minute. In 2 months, you've decided to be exclusive. Okay. How old is he? Yeah. How old are you?
So I'm 36. He's 34.
And you've been dating him for 2 months?
Just about 2. Yes, about 2 months.
Okay. And
he isn't.
Any kids?
No kids. He's never been married. I've never been married either.
Goody.
Okay. So he is a man who does not express his feelings about me. No verbal.
Find one who does. It's ridiculous to be, in my opinion, it is ridiculous to say, I'm exclusive with a man who will not express his feelings. The hell are you doing that for? He's not willing to commit his feelings in words. It doesn't matter if he puts gas in your car. Never marry a man who cannot express his inner world. Because then you never know what the hell is really true. And And I would tell him, this is a deal breaker.
Okay.
Tell him this is a deal breaker. I'm going to give you 3 weeks to start expressing what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're dreaming about, what you're looking forward to, what hurts you, what bothers you, because that's the level of relationship I want with a man. And if that's not the level of relationship you're willing to give a woman, it's a deal breaker.
Okay. Even though there's actions behind it. And his friends have told me.
Nicole, it is so easy for me to fix the tires on your car. If I can't tell you you're meaningful to me, my heart hurts. If I can't talk to you like that, you're satisfied with your damn tire being changed? You're satisfied with that if he has sex and holds your hand in his hand? Come on, he can do that with a stranger. Everything you're telling me he does to show you he loves, he could do it with somebody he picked up at a bar.
Okay.
And you know it. Stop playing games with your head.
Right. And on the other end, I'm the one, and I also show him that I care about him. I don't verbalize it either because I buy him nice little things here and there. I'm just as who I am as a person. I do it for my family.
Well, then the two of you should never marry anybody.
I'm just going on his pace. I mean, honestly, I
no man can determine my pace. No man can determine how open and caring I wish to be. No man can determine that. I am what I am. And if you're as scaredy cat as he is and unwilling to commit your thoughts and feelings out loud, then neither one of you will be competent in a marriage. That's just a fact.
Okay, thank you. I just didn't know if it's okay to if I express it, because I can express it easily. I just have been holding myself back. So.
Well, that's not what you said a moment ago. You framed it like you have the same problem.
Well, I show him because he hasn't been verbalizing.
Showing, you can show him a guy you picked up at a bar, you could show. Why do you think verbal is so important? Because it's a commitment. It's a bridge we build. Having sex with him, cooking him dinner, you could do that with a stranger. But looking somebody deep in the eye and saying, my deepest thoughts about this are, and then saying that, you don't do that with a stranger, do you?
No.
So one's intimate and one's bull.
Okay. Thank you.
So if I have two cowards here, that's not going to make a marriage.
Okay.
It's cowardly not to be willing to share your thoughts and feelings. It's cowardly. And that doesn't serve a marriage well at all. How do you think it possibly could?
I have to say it or initiate it as a woman?
Okay, let me repeat myself. You're a freaking desperate woman to have a man. Because you're trying to bend everything that I say to try to make it work. As opposed to dating and seeing if the man is adequate. Do you see the difference?
Right.
Can I force him into it? Can I trick him into it? Or, he's not a man who does that. I'm going to discuss the fact that I want a man who does that. But you see, a desperate woman to have a guy, any guy, is not going to challenge him. And then she's going to call me 20 years later, if I'm not dead, and complain about him. And then I'm going to say, and before you married, was it like this? You're going to say, yes, but I thought it would change.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm not going to miss about eventually being dead. Hearing women say that. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I knew it was wrong, but I hoped he'd change. Now I'm miserable. Children are miserable. My friends are miserable. He's miserable. Gosh, we gained a lot from that self-deception, didn't we?
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Don't act like a desperate woman. Act like a lady. My number, 1-800-375-2872. We're going to take a break. Come right back.
Do you need an aha moment in your life?
So the next time he tries to get back into your pants, because it's fun to do that, you have to say, if I were a lady, what would be my answer right now?
Call Dr. Laura.
Be proud of yourself, woman.
1-800-375-2872.
It's so nice now that the kids are asleep.
Cheers.
We got the kids, our house, a stable income.
Checking off all the boxes.
But there's one box we haven't checked off.
What's that?
Life insurance.
We don't need to think about that now. We're young.
That's why now is the best time. Life insurance gets more expensive the older you get.
But I don't have time to do a blood test. It's such a hassle to meet with someone just to get a quote.
Not with Ethos.
Ethos?
It's a modern kind of life insurance. You just answer 4 quick questions at getethos.com and get a free instant quote. No pushy salespeople. And no medical exams required for policies covering under $1 million. You can apply online in just 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Let's do it.
But then what will we do for the rest of the night?
I'm sure we can think of something.
Get your free instant quote and submit your complete application in minutes. Just go to getethos.com. That's ETHOS. Getethos.com. GetEthos.com.
His court vision was unmatched. He knew where every player was and got his teammate the ball with the perfect no-look pass at exactly the right time. Magic Johnson has taken that same vision into business and is now one of the most successful businessmen on the planet. Here's Magic.
For me, knowing what's going on with every aspect of my business is crucial. To do that, you need the right systems in place. You want to look at your finances and accounting and get real-time information. See what's going on with your customers and your employees, and get up to the minute sales and cash reports. Without that vision, you can only play defense instead of looking